Hello, I'm Medovoi, founder and CEO of AltexSoft, and here is the fourth episode of our series dedicated to product growth in travel. This time, I'll focus on a cornerstone of travel business success: partnerships. But before we dive in, I want you to hit a subscribe button. The fact is, in the travel industry, you cannot grow a business alone. Okay, it's more or less true for any industry, but for travel, building beneficial partnerships is a basic survival skill. Travel businesses operate with relatively low profit margins. Let's take a travel agency business as an example and explore how partnerships impact its viability. To earn money, you must find your niche and make friends with inventory providers who will offer higher commissions or lower prices, or some other perks your competitors cannot offer. Note, the travel partnerships have two sides: technical and business. The former is about connectivity. How exactly will you get access to travel products? Directly tapping into vendor system? In this case, you must build a separate API integration with each new partner. You can also use a middleman platform pre-integrated with thousands of providers. This way, you reach a wide range of potential partners through a single entry point. No matter how you link up with your suppliers, there is still a business component. You must negotiate exclusive rates or perks with them. Otherwise, you won't be able to win customers seeking the best prices or unique experiences, or both. With all that in mind, let's first address the technical side. Rarely do travel agencies have the financial and IT resources to build direct connections with all suppliers. Some leverage direct connections with middleman services, but most rely on one or several go-betweens. The largest mediators in travel are global distribution systems, or GDSs. Partnership with one of the major GDSs, Amadeus, Sabre, or Travelport, links your business to all leading airlines and hotel chains, not to mention millions of other properties, car rentals, railways, cruise lines, tours, and more. As for travel suppliers, they can grow their business with GDSs by making their products visible to thousands of travel agencies worldwide. Watch the video to learn more about the three main GDSs here. Nobody can rival GDSs regarding market coverage and inventory capability, especially when it comes to flights. But does it automatically make them an ideal option for all? Definitely no. GDSs are a natural choice for large travel retailers and travel management companies. At the same time, they may be way too big and costly for small players. Collaboration with GDSs involves long negotiations, complex trainings, and meeting certain requirements. For example, you must get IATA or ARC accreditation to issue flight tickets. And even if you're ready to invest time and money in all above, it's not the end of the story. Of course, GDSs provide many benefits over non-GDS parties. You can find the best rates in no time or enjoy deals available via GDS only. But keep in mind that thousands of your competitors swim in the same waters. Sabre alone serves over 400,000 travel brokers worldwide. They come across the same suppliers and the same offerings. So how do you gain a competitive advantage? Well, one of the possible answers is by accessing special rates. But how do you arrange this? If your target customers are business travelers used to enjoying premium seats, then the number one candidates to help you out are airline consolidators. Consolidators buy airline tickets in bulk at steep discount and make them bookable in GDS to partner resellers, charging their premium per seat. Travel agencies add their own markup and still keep rates significantly lower than the airlines published theirs. And by significantly, I actually mean sometimes 50% or even more. And since consolidator discounts are applicable mainly to international business and first-class tickets, this translates to thousands of dollars of savings for your customers. But what if your target clients don't regularly fly overseas on premium seats? Partnerships with consolidators can still make sense. It allows you to tap into a GDS and sell flights, skipping complex negotiations and certifications. You strike a deal with the consolidator and use its GDS credentials. Cool. Besides consolidators, who have been around since 1970s, there are new players to drive the growth of the air-related products. As I said, flight aggregators are relatively new to the travel industry. They directly link to multiple carriers and transmit their offers to consolidators, OTAs, or TMCs. Besides, as a rule, they maintain connections with at least one of the GDSs. So what do you get from this partnership? First, flight aggregators are drivers of a new distribution capability, or NDC. With legacy GDS channels, travel agencies can only book bare seats and some ancillaries. With NDC, they access a complete air content, like seat selection, product descriptions, and a wide range of extras. By the way, more and more carriers, including American Airlines, United, and Lufthansa, are making some branded fares available via NDC only. And though GDSs develop these new channels, they still lag behind aggregators in a number of live NDC connections. Besides that, NDC proposals from aggregators can be several times cheaper than those from GDSs. Second, aggregators allow you to compare and book all available fares in one place. With only one integration, you will read GDS and NDC content along with the offers from low-cost carriers. Third, striking agreements with aggregators is way faster and easier than with the GDSs. At the same time, many aggregators lack connectivity with mid and back offices, which is vital for TMCs. So no wonder that much of the corporate travel stays loyal to GDSs that have those important integrations in place. And travel doesn't live by air alone. Integrations with middlemen in other segments are no less important, so let's move on. Looking over the travel market, you can find plenty of different mediators. They have bed banks that, like consolidators in air, book hotel rooms in bulk and resell them to all interested parties, for example OTAs or tour operators. Many go beyond accommodations, adding activities, transfers and car rentals to their portfolio. Then we have train and bus ticket aggregators, things to do aggregators, car aggregators, aggregators of aggregators. Whatever they aggregate, the essence of their proposal is the same. You link once to a partner aggregators platform and it links you to an endless number of suppliers worldwide. Sounds good? But there is a catch you should be aware about. Technically, all you have to do is connect with the Unified Content API. It saves you numerous integrations with separate suppliers, but actually, after this single integration is complete, in many cases you'll have to go through a long certification process with each provider. Let me give you an example. Our client, one of the world's leading TMCs, decided to extend its booking platform with a rail reservation feature for European business travelers. Unlike the US, Europe boasts a dense railway network that makes trains a popular transportation mode. So our TMC partnered with a train ticket aggregator that amasses content from carriers spanning 45 countries. As promised, the integration involved just one simple API connection. But then, the TMC had to verify the booking flow with every national railway company, and getting accreditations was not that easy. It took a month to half a year for every carrier, depending on the complexity of an application you're building. You have to provide a demo app and spend this time aligning its functionality with the individual requirements of carriers. Another partner of ours is a software product company in travel that aggregates hotel inventory across hundreds of hospitality suppliers. It allows resellers such as OTAs or TMCs to integrate a single API and access all aggregated content. Using this API, you can source hotel inventory from other large aggregators, Amadeus and Travelport GDS, bed banks like Hotelbeds and WebBeds, Booking.com, Expedia. But there is one catch. Every inventory provider runs its own approval process before allowing you to access their content, and sometimes it takes long negotiations, or maybe just patience. Despite everything, partnering with aggregators saves you a lot of time and effort when integrating with multiple industry players. But the real power to help you stand out in the market lies in establishing more intimate, mutually beneficial relationships with the most valuable or so-called preferred partners. Preferred suppliers, preferred partners, besties. There are so many names for vendors you trust and closely work with. You can source content from thousands of different players, but it's always worth choosing several favorites to build deeper connections. First, I would suggest to create a list of partners that could bring you the greatest value. It will mostly depend on your target audience, or in other words, people who are expected to pay for your services. Are you going to serve international travelers, or locals, or guests from a particular region, or a niche market? How exactly will you help and entertain them? In fact, preferred suppliers must match your values and business mindset. Otherwise, you won't be able to develop a shared vision and mutual trust, which is a prerequisite of fruitful collaboration. Too many must-haves? Yeah, that's why you can only afford a handful of such besties, but they will be a driving force of your growth. Establishing the preferred partnerships takes more than just verification of your technical abilities, as in my previous examples. It's all about mutual benefits. A vendor promises special discounts, higher commissions, better services, and other privileges. In exchange for what? Obviously, you're expected to drive more bookings for your partner. Typically, to enter this type of relationship, you must prove your business capacity and meet some requirements, such as minimum sales volumes. And as these volumes grow, so do your commissions and the number of perks available. But there are also other ways you can be useful and bring additional value to each other. For example, by launching a co-op marketing program, you share advertising resources and this way reduce the cost of product marketing campaigns for both parties. If you're a large travel agency, you have much to offer to vendors you like. But what to do if you're a small one? Definitely, you can't count on preferences from industry giants like Lufthansa or Marriott when directly contacting them. But you can join forces with local suppliers to engage more guests looking for unique destination-specific experiences large agencies do not provide. Another option here is to partner with one of the host agencies. These companies offer all types of support for small travel businesses and share resources with them for commission. But as a survey by Travel Weekly shows, the number one reason to join a host agency is access to preferred suppliers, airlines, cruises, hotels, and so on. Large, globally recognized vendors offer attractive deals in exchange for high sales driven by a wide network of small agencies. You can grow your business with these preferred partners of your big partner until you become mature enough to separate from the host and build beneficial relationships on your own. But again, to make it happen, you should always keep the focus on things we discussed in the previous videos: your product idea, your unique value proposition, and every single relationship must align with what you promise to your target audience. Okay, let's summarize. You have an idea, you have a value prop, you have partners. Let's finally talk about money. How exactly are you gonna make it? So, watch my next video to learn more about revenue streams to nourish your business. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe. See you next time.